Morning, everyone. It is Thursday. It's the 4th of January and it's 10:30 a.m. And there is a reason that I'm trading at this time, which I'm going to go into it. So let's get on with it now. Firstly, if we have a quick look at the charts behind me, and you can see my stream up there, which I don't want you to see because I'm being foolish. We can have a look and see that if we look at today at 9 o'clock, well, basically not even from 9 o'clock, but from this is GMT time from 6:30 in the morning today. There has been news after news: 6:30, 7:45, 8:15, 8:50, 8:55, 9 o'clock. Look, high impact news at 9, 9:30, 10 o'clock, I think, or 9:40. Yep. Oh, damn. Let's go back. Let's go back a second for that. Let's continue to my FX book. Let's go back a minute. Yeah, 9:40. Sorry, here we go. 9:55, 10 o'clock. Now, there's no other news till 11. I wanted to pretty much stay out of that because otherwise the markets would be kind of going up and down, and I don't like trading it like that. So let's just concentrate on the charts right now. So we've got news at 11, and then after 11, 12:30, and then 1 o'clock. So it's much more spaced out. So let's go with just the chart. Right, okay. So let's see if there's anything worth taking here. Now, I must admit, I did go back in yesterday if I go into closed, and I took a few more trades to bring that account balance up. So if you look at my original balance, I think it was like 795 or something like that. I went back in again, took a few trades and brought it up because I saw the opportunity there. I shouldn't have really gone back in, but I did. Let's have a look and see what awaits today. Okay, let's go and see this. Let's see. Aussie JPY. See if there's anything remotely decent on here. No is the answer. Not on the time frame that I'm trading. Let's go again. What else do we have? Euro pound. What's that about? Let's have a look. Nah. Euro pound movement's already happened. I could have gone in a bit earlier, but there's two reasons. Like I said, one, I wanted to kind of keep out of the noise, and two, I was tired. And you should never ever trade when you're tired because you will make mistakes. And they're silly, most of them. Well, let's have a look at this. Right, just going through here. Oh, the pound CHF. No, pound CHF movement's already happened as well. That's no good. Let's see what else there is. Let's get control of my mouse again. Euro JPY. What's that saying? Well, Japan's back from holiday, so this is good. But it's the first day back, so we don't know. Ultimately, I do expect the markets to behave a lot more better next week. But we can still try and see. Just because we're looking at the charts doesn't mean we have to take anything. Let's have a quick look at this. Right, let's see. Nah, nothing. There is absolutely nothing on that either. We looked at pound Aussie already. Canadian CHF. Oh. Right, what's happening over here? And what I can tell you is that, like I said, I don't really use the brokers charts to trade. I use real charts, live charts from direct from Reuters and stuff. But no is the answer. That looks like a breakout to me. That looks to me like it's going to continue downwards for a long time. I'm not going to go with that. Euro Aussie. Nah, there is absolutely nothing here at the minute that I can see that I would be comfortable taking. Remember, the idea here is to take trades that are irresistible. That's the idea. And right now, everything's resistible. It's not. There's nothing lined up at all. There probably was this morning, earlier on, but alas, we missed those. Now, some people do like to go in and trade news. I'm not one of those people, really. Sometimes it's good because it shakes the market up, especially if it's like very, very quiet or not doing much. All of a sudden, the news will kick in and it will shake the market up and get it moving. But a lot of the time, I find that news I don't have that much luck with. It's not luck, really. You make your own luck, but it's how you look at things. All right, okay. Let's have a look at pound Canadian. Pound Canadian. Interesting. Right, let's have a quick look over here. I'll be back. Going on. Right, let's have a quick look. Pound Canadian is not much, really, to be honest. Slow moving, to say the least. Pound JPY. Look at that. So right now, what I'm doing is because my charts that I usually look at, these are currencies that I haven't looked at a while. So I have to go back to when I was last looked at them and scroll across. And I think it was November when I last looked at them. So let's see what happens. Oh my days. Forever to get to where I need to get to. No. Not at all. Not at all. It's bouncing off a resistance area at the moment, but I don't like it. Don't like it. The overall picture that I see is not a pretty one. So, not impressed. Let's look at USD China. Right. Well, the good news is that by the time I finish scrolling, it might be 11 o'clock and the news might have hit. So let's have a look and see. And remember, every time I go live, I will look at the markets live, which is what I'm doing right now, but it doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to take a trade. I'm only going to take a trade if I see an opportunity exists. If it doesn't exist, it's not going to happen. No, and I can tell you there is no opportunities there whatsoever. No, don't like it. Now, if you look at these pocket option things, there's a lot of OTC here, which is pretty much like an algorithm. I tend to stay away from them. Okay. Yeah, and look, I've increased it to 92%. So if there was an opportunity here, I would take it. But there's no point going in for a trade that's 92% when you can't see anything, because yeah, it's 92%, but the likelihood of you being successful is 0. So what's the point? Right, okay, let me just go back down here. Let's look at, see, you got to watch these. Look at 29%, that's ridiculous. We are concentrating on everything above 80%, 80% and above. On rare occasions, I've gone down to 79%, but ultimately, I want to be above 80%. Right, okay, pound stitch. Let's go back to this one. Nah, there's just nothing. There's nothing there. All right, so we're gonna do the next best thing. We're gonna have a look to see what looks like it could be getting into a position at sooner rather than later. So I'm just looking at that now. Before I was looking for things that are already there. Now I'm looking for opportunities that could be arising shortly. And by shortly, I don't actually mean shortly. It's the more likely trades now that I can see straight off the bat, which I'll probably get a better idea in the next 18 minutes when it hits 11 o'clock. Oh, look at that. Aussie JPY. Oh, it's the Aussie JPY started to move quite madly. Right, we don't know what's caused that, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to reduce that to 2 minutes, and I'm just going to take a trade up. Now, there's only one reason that I'm taking this trade up, and the reason is because it moved. Now, I could have wasted I might have wasted $10 here. Okay, I've kept it small, but the reason I've done that is because usually when you get a movement like that and there's no reason for it, it goes in the correct direction a lot of the time. So we're just going to have a look. It might not work this time. That was a gamble. Okay, I just want to see if it's actually gonna work in my favor or not. Now, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But let's see. I was just curious as to why that went up there. Oh, it's going down. So now this trade, I've taken 2 trades here, and they were not based on the charts as such. This was just a trade to see if it goes in that direction. Is it still performing like that? And I've taken a couple of gambles here, so 3 trades in total, $20. It may not come through. So if it doesn't, I'm not going to go any more in with this, obviously, because it's not based on anything as such. Right, so it didn't come through. Fair enough, fair play to it. And I just realised that I've done it on the wrong chart as well, which is why it probably didn't come through. So what we're going to do, we're going to increase that trade amount, what I'm going to do, to $20, but I'm going to go to my original strategies here. Now, I'm not sure why that happened, but we're going to stick out of it until we get a better idea. So at the moment, the way things are going is that particular strategy is not working today. So let's not try that again. There we go. Don't do this at home. Obviously, this is a live account, so I've just wasted $20. But this is what I'm talking about, impulsive trading, when people just go and they randomly click, oh, look, it's moving. So they click, and this is more than likely to happen. And if you do that all the time, you are going to blow your account. Let's see. Right, I'm going to come away from there. Let's see what's going. Let's go to Euro JPY. So I've put a $20 trade up here. Okay. In fact, I'm going to put 21 or 25. And the reason I'm putting a $25 trade is because I want to recover those two previous trades that didn't come through, plus make a little bit of profit. Now, I'm actually going to wait now to see when it goes to the point that I need it to go to. So let's see what happens. And I'm going to come off the Aussie JPY because it's not working. So I've gone to Euro JPY, as you can see there. I just want to see what's happening on the other charts. No. Now, it could very well be after the news at 11 that we don't get another opportunity. It could very well be that. If there is no opportunities, I'm going to sit there till about 11:30. And if there is no opportunities to regain or to put in a trade, then I will not trade. There's no point trying to get back that $20 that I've just lost, because if there's no trade, you can't make a trade happen if it's not there, but you have to recognize when it is there. So what I'm going to do is just wait and see. But like I said, if you put more than your account, ideally, when you invest any money or you put any money into this, you should be putting no more than 1% of your overall balance. That's what you should be putting in. If I'd put $100 in on that particular trade, I would not have been happy because of the fact that it's a large percentage of my overall balance. But it was like $5, $10, $20 max. So it wasn't a biggie. Not too bad. But yeah, we're not going to aim to get that back by chasing trades that are not there. We're going to sit and wait for the right trade. But what I'm trying to do, guys, is show you here that when things do go wrong, for whatever reason, there's been times when, I've said this yesterday, I've been looking at a chart and I've been looking at the Euro JPY on the screen that you're seeing there, but on the chart that I'm following, I'm looking at a completely different currency, or the right currency in a different time frame. And that is a lack of attention to detail. If you're tired or if you're unwell or stuff like that, it can affect how you trade and you end up losing money. And if that happens, then the only thing you can do is walk away. You've got to walk away, because if you sit there and you try and revenge trade, your emotions are running high, you are going to end up blowing your account. And that's not your intention, but it happens, because if things aren't working, things aren't working. You've just got to let it go. And a lot of the time, people cannot let go. So I don't like this. There's nothing going on here. Let's go to the pound CHF. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back to this screen here. And what we're going to do, just so that you can see this properly, I'm going to just get rid of the display capture here. Right, so if I have a look at this, I can see that in 11 o'clock or 10 minutes, okay, there's low impact news and it's on the euro currency. So we're going to wait for 10 minutes or so, but I'm going to concentrate my efforts on any currencies that are high percentages that are euros, okay, or anything to do with the euro. Right, let's go back here. So euro pound. Yeah, we're gonna wait here. What's the other one? Euro Aussie. That looks more likely to go to where I need it to go to. In fact, it's getting there now. We're going to wait. We're going to wait because what can happen, because the news is only in 10 minutes or 9 minutes now, it's coming to a resistance point. I can see it's coming to a resistance point. In fact, the resistance point is pretty much, let's see if we can zoom out. Let's draw all over the map. Hold on a second. Let me show you where this is. Yeah, it's pretty much there. That is the resistance point, all right? So if it hits that on a normal, normally I would take it downwards. Now I'm going to go back to $5 trade here because of the fact that it is supposed to go down usually, but the fact that the news is going to cut in before I finish it makes me think that it could possibly go up further. So rather than put the $25 down here, I'm going to wait for it to go up a little bit further. We're going to see. Now, it may well work out the way we want it to, but I could very well put 25 in, but I'm not that confident with it because of the news coming in. Let's see. Let's make this a little bit more better. We say. Oh. Let's move this around. Okay. Right, what I'm trying to do, in case you're not sure, is get rid of the fuzziness. Okay. We are going to take one in a moment. Yeah, it's not quite reached the area yet. And like I said, I don't trust it, even though it says low impact news. It could easily carry on going because of the fact it is news and it's on that currency. Once the news hits though, then if it pushes it up to this point, I will take it down and I could take it down at a bigger stake. But right now, no. Well, while it's dilly-dallying and messing about, let's just check the Euro Pound or the Euro Canadian. Right, let's have a look and see what Euro Canadian. In fact, they're both doing similar things. Just maybe I can get in a couple of trades here. No. Forget that. Euro JPY. Let's look at that. Yeah, Euro JPY. Again, we're expected to go up a bit further than that. So Euro JPY could also be an option as well. All right, Euro JPY, Euro Aussie, and where's the Euro Pound? No, I'm gonna. In fact, no. Euro Pound is actually, yeah. Euro Pound could be a contender. But no. I'm gonna stick with Euro Aussie, and Euro JPY. So I'm just gonna bring this down a bit. Euro CHF. How about that? Even the Euro CHF is looking alright. But is the Euro CHF here? No, it's, yeah, it is, but it's like bare minimum payment. So we're gonna concentrate on either the Euro JPY, that's 87% payout, or the Euro Aussie, 85%. We're gonna look at these two, but I'm gearing more towards Euro JPY at the moment. All right, let's have a look. News in 3 minutes. So I'm going to sit back, sit tight, and let's see what happens. In the meantime, switch back to here. So as you can see, news is happening in 3 minutes, 2 minutes, or whenever it is, 2 minutes time, 1 minute now. Let's see what effect that has on the charts. In fact, what I'm going to do is, if I put that here, we know the news is happening shortly. Let's see what effect it has so you can see it live. Let's see what it does. Now, regardless, if the news hits and it goes to that resistance area that I need it to, because I can see a resistance area coming up, I'm going to take it. Still not quite ready yet. 11 seconds, 10. Okay. It may not go up straight away, but because it's low impact, but let's see. Okay. So news has just happened. We go back to this area here. Okay. Okay. And let's go on to here. So it's coming down already. Let's check the other currencies, see what's going on. We'll go on to Euro USD. I forgot about that one. Let's see what's happening over there. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Euro Aussie. Already dropped. Yeah, that's no man's land. There's nothing going on there. Euro JPY, I think I'm gonna have to concentrate on. Yeah, we're gonna stick with Euro JPY. And I'm actually now going trade up to 10. We're nearly there. We're nearly there. Gotta wait a little bit more. Yeah, it's just not quite there yet. Bit more, bit more. You know what? We're gonna go with 5 to start with. Because looking at the way this chart is moving right now, I do expect it to go down, but I can also see it continuing up. It's not quite at the exact point I need it to be at. Let's try something else. We're going to try trend follow as well. So basically what I'm going to wait for it to do is drop to here, and then I'm going to take it up. But I need it to drop to there first. Now, there's no guarantee that this one's going to come through, but I just want to see if a trend follow will work today. That's why I've also reduced my amount here. It may be that it doesn't, but we're going to try it out. It's just like I'm looking at this, and the way I see this at the moment is I think it's going to go up. Oh, and it's 79%. So I'm not going to do it. The minute this changes, I'm not in any trades at the moment. I'm not going to take that trade. That's filtered me out. Okay, let's have a look and see. Let's do Euro Aussie. I think Euro Aussie is 89%. See what's going down here. So regardless, if I was in a trade already, I would have probably had to go in and do something with that. But seeing that I'm not in a trade, I'm not going to do it now. There's nothing there. Euro USD. No, nothing. All right, let's have a look and see any other currencies that are not euros, just generally. Pound Canadian. I want anything above 80%. Okay, that's already hit. This was a resistance point. It would have been a good point to get in, but I'm not going to do that now because it's already hit. USD Canadian. Look at that. No, nothing. Canadian CHF. That looks terrible as well. But let's have a look on the other chart. It's already hit. It's already hit, so that's more than likely going to come down. I'm leaving that be. Euro CHF. You know what? Euro CHF could be in a moment. It's got to go up further. If it's coming down, I ain't going to take it. It needs to go up further. It's already hit where I would have liked to have gone in, which would have been up here. It's already hit that. So it needs to go back up a bit further in order for me to take it, and that's not happening. Pound USD. No. No, 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 no. The UJ. Where's my UJ gone? Trying to find it at the moment on my other charts. There it is. What was that saying? Have a look, see if there's anything worth it. Is it worth it? Because it's worth it. No, it's not. I'm in November, that's why. Have a look, see if we've got anything remotely takeable. But it doesn't look like it. To be quite honest, guys, I think it's the timing that I've come in today. And it's the time of year as well that makes it difficult to make any money. And plus I took those two trades, which you saw was a bit foolish in that respect, because I was just going with a previous experience that I had, and I thought it might work out. It didn't. But because the number was fairly low, it didn't bother me as much. Much thought, you got to try it out. Now, really, that sort of thing you should try on a test account rather than a live account. But I do things live. Got something in my throat here. Let me clear my throat. Right, okay. Let's see what's going on here. No. No is the answer to that. And finally, USD China. No, movement's happened. Okay, I'm going to do what we call a once over now. So if I don't see anything, that's it. I'm leaving it. What I might do is I might go in a bit later today after the camera's off and see if there's any other trading trades to be had. But right now, there's nothing there. Like I said, you can't force something to be there that's not there. No, it's nothing. Yeah, absolutely nada. Nope. On USD. No, nothing there. And don't forget, guys, when I'm doing this is live. So if you're on and you're watching me live, which is why I suggest you like and subscribe, you can, if you want to, you can take the same trades as me. I would say do it on a demo account with Pocket Options. Just email me for an affiliate code, and I will give you a code there. So you might get a discount as well if you subscribe and like to when you join. But ultimately, when I'm doing these live sessions, make sure that you go in with demo, because just because I do it at this point, when you click as well, if there's a time difference, that can cause an impact. I'm not saying don't take it, but I'm just saying that if you want to, you can take the trades when I do as well to see how they work out. Usually when I take a trade, there's a reason for it. Like I said, sometimes that reason is not, it's when the trades that you should take should be based on decisions that you come to via charts, yeah, that you can understand charts. So for me, when I look at the charts, there'll be certain areas where I know that it's going to go back. When I took those two trades earlier, I pretty much didn't use my common sense with that, and I thought, hang on a minute, because not all the time markets work in a logical way, and sometimes when there's a burst of energy going in one direction or the other and it pulls back slightly, the chances are it's going to continue going, especially if there's no reason for it. That is why I went in again, because I thought, right, there's no reason for it, there's no news, let's go in. But this time around it didn't work. So like they say, past performance doesn't always determine future performance. So just because it worked back then didn't mean it was going to work today, but I thought I'd give it a try. And if you do stuff like that, just make sure the balance is, or the stake is low enough that if it doesn't come through, you don't care. Because otherwise, if you care, then you get into the barrier of emotion trading. You get into that zone, and then you have a problem because you're going to trade on your emotions, and that is going to be your downfall. Right, guys, this is absolutely nothing there. There is no trading. I'm going to just have a look on a higher time frame, perhaps. No, there's just nothing there. So what we're going to do, we're going to stick to what we know best. And right now, we've made a loss. We've made a loss of $20. Let's leave it there. I'll probably go back in later to see if there is any opportunities. Can't guarantee there will be. We're going to see. If it is, it is. If it's not, it's not. We just have to just wait and see. I can't tell you until it happens. So we're going to call it a day today. I've been sitting here long enough, and go from there. Right.